Welcome, Disney fans, to a story that has captured hearts for generations. Today, we're rediving deep into the Pride Lands to relive the epic journey of a true king, Simba. From a curious cub to a wise ruler, his story is one of courage, loss, and finding your rightful place in the great circle of life. So, get comfortable, and let's embark on this unforgettable adventure together. Our story begins at Pride Rock, where the entire animal kingdom has gathered. The wise mandrill Rafiki presents a tiny, fluffy lion cub to the cheering crowd, too. This isn't just any cub. This is Simba, son of King Mufasa and Queen Sarabai, and the future king of the Pride Lands. From his first moments, you can see the spark of adventure in his eyes. He's destined for greatness, but the path ahead is filled with challenges he can't yet imagine. Growing up, Simba is a bundle of energy and mischief, often getting into trouble with his best friend Nala. His father, the great King Mufasa, patiently teaches him about the delicate balance of the circle of life. Mufasa explains that everything, from the crawling ant to the leaping antelope, is connected. He shows Simba the vast kingdom that will one day be his to protect, instilling in him the values of a true leader: bravery, respect, and wisdom. These are lessons that will echo in Simba's heart for the rest of his life, even when he tries to forget them. But lurking in the shadows is Simba's uncle, Scar. Jealous and resentful of Mufasa's reign and Simba's place as the heir, Scar plots to seize the throne for himself. He cunningly manipulates the innocent cub, preying on his desire to prove his bravery. Scar tells Simba about the Forbidden Elephant Graveyard, a dangerous place far beyond the Pride Lands borders, knowing full well that Simba's curiosity will lead him straight into a trap. Ignoring his father's warnings, Simba convinces Nala to join him on a brave adventure. They sneak away, with the king's majordomo Zazu frantically trying to keep them safe. They arrive at the eerie, desolate elephant graveyard, a place filled with bones and steaming geysers. It's not long before they are cornered by Scar's hyena henchmen, Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed. Just as it seems all hope is lost, a mighty roar echoes through the graveyard. Mufasa arrives, fighting off the hyenas with immense power and saving the cubs. On the way home, Mufasa expresses his deep disappointment and fear. He explains to Simba that being brave doesn't mean looking for trouble. Under the vast starry sky, Mufasa shares a comforting thought. The great kings of the past looked down on them from the stars. He promises Simba that whenever he feels alone, the stars will be there to guide him. A celestial promise of eternal connection and guidance. It's a beautiful, quiet moment of bonding between father and son, one that Simba will cherish forever. Scar, however, is far from finished. His first plan failed, so he devises a more sinister one. He lures Simba into a gorge, telling him to wait there for a surprise from his father. Then, Scar signals the hyenas, who trigger a massive wildebeest stampede directly toward the gorge. Mufasa, alerted by a panicked Scar, races to the scene. With incredible strength, he battles the raging herd and places Simba safely on a ledge. But as Mufasa himself tries to climb to safety, he finds Scar blocking his path. Pleading for help, he looks into his brother's eyes, only to hear the chilling words, "Long live the king." Scar throws Mufasa into the stampede below. A horrified Simba witnesses his father's fall. After the dust settles, he finds Mufasa's lifeless body. Scar appears, twisting the tragedy to make Simba believe it was his fault. "Run away, Simba," he commands. "Run away and never return." Filled with guilt and grief, the young cub flees into the desert, leaving his home and his destiny behind. Scar seizes his chance, announcing the tragic deaths of both Mufasa and Simba, and declares himself the new king. Allowing the hyenas to overrun the Pride Lands, lost and alone in the scorching desert, Simba collapses from exhaustion. Just as vultures begin to circle, he is rescued by an unlikely duo, Timon, a wisecracking meerkat, and Pumbaa, a kind-hearted warthog. They take the young lion under their wing and introduce him to their carefree philosophy, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. For them, life is simple. You live for today, you don't dwell on the past, and you certainly don't worry about the future. Simba grows up in their jungle paradise, embracing the Hakuna Matata lifestyle. He leaves his royal past behind, trying to forget the pain and the guilt that haunt him. He grows from a small cub into a magnificent, strong lion, but inside, he's still running from who he truly is. He has friends and a life free of responsibility, but a crucial part of him remains dormant, waiting for a spark to reawaken it. The prince has forgotten he is a king. One day, a hungry lioness wanders into their jungle home, and in a twist of fate, it's Nala. After a brief but fierce fight, they recognize each other. Their reunion is joyful, and romance blossoms under the stars as they remember their childhood bond. But Nala brings grave news from home. Under Scar's tyrannical rule, the Pride Lands have become a wasteland. The circle of life is broken, there's no food or water, and everyone is suffering. She urges Simba to return and take his place as the rightful king. But Simba refuses. The guilt from his father's death is still too heavy. He believes he can't go back, that he isn't fit to be king. Frustrated and confused, he runs off, seeking solitude. He cries out to the heavens, calling to the father he believes has abandoned him. It's in this moment of despair that he meets Rafiki, the wise old mandrill who presented him as a cub. Rafiki, with his playful and mysterious ways, tells Simba that he knows Mufasa. He leads Simba on a chase through the jungle, promising to show him his father. Rafiki brings Simba to a quiet pool of water. "Look harder," he urges. As Simba stares at his reflection, he sees not just himself, but the image of his father looking back at him. Suddenly, the sky fills with swirling clouds, and the spirit of Mufasa appears, his voice booming from the heavens. "Simba, you have forgotten me," the spirit says. "Too, have forgotten who you are. Remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king." This powerful encounter shatters Simba's self-doubt. The words "remember who you are" ignite the fire of purpose within him. His father's lesson from so long ago comes rushing back. The great kings of the past are always there to guide him. With newfound resolve, Simba races back to the Pride Lands, with Nala, Timon and Pumbaa following close behind, ready to support their friend, T. He arrives to find his home completely decimated, a barren shadow of the vibrant kingdom he once knew. He confronts Scar at Pride Rock, who is shocked to see him alive. Scar, ever the manipulator, forces Simba to confess his role in Mufasa's death in front of the Pride. As he backs Simba to the edge of Pride Rock, lightning strikes, and Scar, in a moment of arrogance, whispers the truth: "I killed Mufasa." Enraged, Simba leaps up and forces Scar to reveal the truth to everyone. A massive battle erupts between the lionesses and the hyenas. In the midst of the chaos, Simba chases Scar to the summit of Pride Rock. There Scar pathetically begs for his life, blaming the hyenas. Simba, showing the wisdom and mercy of a true king, spares him but banishes him forever. But Scar, a coward to the end, attacks one last time. After a fierce fight, Simba throws Scar from the cliff, where he is met by the hyenas he betrayed. With Scar defeated, the rain begins to fall, washing away the darkness and symbolizing a new beginning. Simba climbs to the peak of Pride Rock, embraces his destiny, and lets out a mighty roar that echoes across the land. The kingdom is restored. The circle of life is mended. Our story closes where it began. At Pride Rock, the animals gather once more as Rafiki presents a new cub, the child of King Simba and Queen Knowledge, to the kingdom. The circle of life continues, complete and unbroken. Simba's journey from a lost cub to a wise and just king teaches us that no matter how far we stray, we can always find our way back. It's a timeless reminder to face our past, embrace our responsibilities, and remember who we are. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the Pride Lands. If you loved reliving Simba's story, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more Disney adventures, and let us know in the comments who your favorite Lion King character is.